Hello, and welcome to the Psychic Wave Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Sanishin, and on this episode, we had Stoney Girls. Stoney Girls consists of Devin and Joei, two sisters who make jewelry by hand. I've known them through friends of friends, so I figured they should come on the podcast and talk about how they got into making jewelry and, their story. Like most podcasts, we talk about how they got into their stuff a little bit, but mostly it's just chatting and figuring out who these people really are through conversation and different topics. And that's why I really love this podcast. It's satisfying for me because I don't have to just ask people about, how they came up with a certain design for jewelry or how they wrote a certain song or what this song means. I can just have a conversation with cool people and see really who they are based on what they tell me. I'm not forcing them to give out any information that they don't want to give out. And it's kind of cool. You just ask them simple questions about their lives, or you give a piece of yourself to them, and they end up giving a lot back to you in return. Conversations are really important, and it's been getting me really excited lately to start booking, for the next months of the podcast. And I don't know, it's just a great feeling. And I know I kind of harp on this a lot, but there's a lot of magic going around, and I think it's very important to get yourself out there and try to catch some of it. And I don't mean catch as in keep it there as your hostage. I mean trap as in, just find it, be a part of it. And there's a lot of good people that are trying to spread their magic, and you should be looking for that as well. So I feel great, and I'm digging into that as much as I can because the last couple podcasts I had been feeling bad, and I was I don't know if I want to use the word depressed because I feel like that kind of takes away from I wouldn't call it depression. I would just say it was a lull. I was in a rut for a little bit, and just really not working on the things I should have been working on. But I've been eating a lot better. I've been drinking less. I've been starting off my mornings with reading a little bit, and I've been ending my nights with reading and no TV. And I went for a run yesterday. Yeah, I went for a fucking run. Who knew? But it's simple things that I've been saying before. It's diet, exercise, and really what you decide to stimulate yourself with. And for a while, I was just stimulating myself with alcohol. And that's not enough. And it's not enough to sustain yourself on. I just finished M Train by Patti Smith. And although I was sad to finish it, man, she just puts me in such a great mood. And accomplishing something, finishing a book, something as simple as that, man, it's a huge addition to your self-pride that you have, at least for me. And so after I finished that book, I decided to read another one of my books that have been sitting around that I haven't opened yet, The Essential Ginsberg, edited by Michael Schumacher. It's a book about Allen Ginsberg, and it has all his poetry and stuff like that in there. And I was having a hard time getting into it, so I decided to watch a documentary on Allen Ginsberg to kind of give me a better idea of who he is and see him in his own voice. And I was surprised at the end of the documentary to see at his funeral or around his death, I don't know where exactly it was, but Patti Smith was reading a poem that she wrote for Allen Ginsberg. And it was just kind of interesting because I just finished a Patti Smith book, and she means a lot to me. And now I'm reading this Ginsberg book, and at the end of the documentary, she's there, and he must have been important to her as well. It's funny finding the audience that you belong in. The world that you decide to inhabit usually consists of a lot of the same people. And the more people I talk to, the more I realize the world is super, super small. And I love it. And I think you will love this podcast with Stoney Girls. I had a lot of fun. Thanks again, Devin and Joei, for coming on. Joei, I hope you like your new bass amp, and I hope you get a lot of use out of it. So without further ado, here's the podcast. Enjoy. What's up with pyramids? You and pyramids.
What do you mean?
Your beer pyramid.
Oh.
That you decided to show me.
I just feel like I want to like. I hate when people crush them when you can make something out of them. One time I had one like 10 high, and like it was like so wobbly, and all of us were just like
a 10 level high beer pyramid.
It was all of us. We bought 2 12-packs and we just sat down, and then it was just like.
You guys do a lot of sister bonding then, huh?
Yeah,
it's just us.
And Fur.
What?
Fur.
Oh. Fur's a person.
Fur is a person?
Her name is Jennifer.
Her name is Jennifer, but
we call her Fur.
That's an awesome nickname for Jennifer.
See?
Yeah. It's cool because she's claiming it now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she'll introduce herself and she's like, I'm Fur. It's like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh. So who is this?
She's our little friend.
Yeah.
What?
She's always with us at our booth.
Yeah, she's always with us at the booth.
Have I met her?
All the time.
I don't
Probably.
I don't think so, probably.
I don't think so.
Were they at the DBA
Yeah,
show?
they were.
Yes, she was.
See? It's the one that was with us.
I remember.
I don't know how to explain.
A lot happened that night.
She's short.
She's short.
I'm sorry for
a short girl. That narrows it down.
You're my best friend and I love you. You should have been here. It's your fault.
Oh my gosh. Did you ever do the thing where you would like step on a beer can, and it would like stick to your foot and you would just keep walking around?
No.
No? All right, just me.
My face, I was like, I should try.
A beer can. He was like,
oh, yesterday?
Yeah, was that yesterday?
At the pool?
He was punching that shit like.
Is that me? That was me! That was me! That was me.
I did that.
I forgot about that.
I
used the small
I was in bed dying.
Yeah, that was so funny to me when Alec punched that bunny.
Dude, I saw that shit happening in slow motion. Was it a real bunny? No, it was a fake bunny.
Oh, okay.
It was very...
Cool.
I don't understand why that happened. But he punched a bunny.
Alec just decided to punch a bunny. We were having a pool party sort of thingy, and Alec got excited and was like, yo, fuck this bunny. And he punched a porcelain bunny at my grandpa's house, and he like actually punched it and it shattered.
And he was like, I didn't mean to punch it that hard.
I haven't laughed that long in so long. Or laughed that hard in so long.
Funny.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was pretty funny.
It was rude to the bunny, but it happens.
Hey, you know what?
I put his son in the freezer, so.
Oh, yeah.
So Stoney Girls.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
So Stoney Girls is not marijuana related, right?
No, definitely not, for sure.
No, it's not. It is kind of.
It's like more to play on words.
Like
because like I make things out of stones.
And we smoke a lot of weed.
Smoke weed. So it's like Stoney. Like the way that I came up with the name Stoney Girls is when I first started to smoke weed, my girlfriends and I, Allie and Emily, we would hang out and be like, oh, like Stoney Girl time. Like, you know, Stoney Girls. And then I've always made jewelry. And when I decided to make, like, an actual, you know, account, it was, like, Stoney Girls.
Just made sense.
Yeah, it did.
You seem like her manager. This is super funny. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves? Because some of the people that are just listening.
Funny.
No, because everything that you were saying, she was just, like, nodding her head like, yep, that's how it went.
It is. Like, yeah, good.
Oh, God.
Good.
So, yeah, so some people are just listening to this, like, on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, so you should introduce yourselves, because people that aren't watching video can't tell who's talking.
I'm Joey.
Hello, I'm Devin, and we're Stoney Girls.
We are.
And I
make jewelry.
I sell it, and I sell beers on the side, because the girl gotta make money, too.
Is this your own moonshine, or is this legal tender?
You know, nothing is legal, so.
Nothing is legal.
You always have to hide the ice chest, because if it's exposed, things get too crazy, and there's not enough for friends and us.
So when she's selling her jewelry, you're getting people drunk, so that they impulse buy.
And I'm like, dude, this will look so good on you.
It happens.
Look at it. Oh my God. Wow.
That was funny when I went to the DBA show.
Oh, I love DBA.
You guys were selling your jewelry, and Tess and Candy came up. I was like, hey, Tess and Candy, meet Devin. And then you guys were like, oh, you guys would look so pretty in this. And the thing is, they did.
I know, of course, because I make things that, like, I think that when I'm shopping for stuff, I'm like, they're gonna like this.
They like this.
Like, just
literally,
wait.
I'll scream across the store. I'm like,
Hey.
Devin.
They know us where we go buy beads. Like, we walk in and they're like, hi, like, where have you guys been?
Like, we haven't seen you in so long.
And if we go without
We're
each other,
broke.
like, sometimes I send her on her own solo trips. And like, Joey, I
hate
need
those.
this, and I'm
I really,
working,
really
so you
hate
gotta
those
go.
because, like, I don't like
She doesn't
doing
care
that.
about these things.
Like,
She's just,
when we go to the bead store, Devin has to buy me a Tweety ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, a little,
Yeah,
yeah.
because those are the
Tweety
best.
bird ice
Those are
cream.
the best ones.
It's like,
I'm like, Devin, I'm waking up early. I'm driving all the way to LA. Yeah, I usually have a beer in my pocket when I'm walking because I'm just like.
Wait, where do you buy your beads?
In downtown.
Downtown what?
LA. Downtown
Okay.
LA. But you know what's really cool, dude? Really cool is people give me a lot of things.
Yeah, remember when we were at the Continental Room and you said somebody gave you that glitter rock thingy?
Yeah.
And then you broke it?
It
You
was very,
broke it?
very flimsy.
Yeah.
No, but that was the whole point
The
of it.
person who gave you that's gonna hear that and be like, "What a bitch!"
It just fell apart in a
No,
pocket.
it was really
Okay.
crumbling,
Yeah.
but it's really cool because like people, they think of me a lot more than I expect. It's
Yeah.
kind of funny how I think it's cool though because like I have friends that are like, oh, I have this. Like, I'm not gonna use it. Like, what are you gonna do with it? It's like
Right.
shit. Like, what am I gonna do with this?
Something.
I'll
I
figure it out.
experienced that for the first time, that sort of thing where like people have you on their mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I've had that with friends, but I walked into the Republic in Fullerton and this guy was wearing a Psychic Wave shirt. And I was like, I didn't even know who he was. And I was like, this is super cool, you know? And then I had the number 44 on the podcast recently. And then I went to the King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard show. and I'm just wandering through the crowd. And Evan, their guitarist, is wearing my shirt.
No
and I'm like,
way.
it was just like the most,
Dude,
like,
that's dope.
and because I really like their band, it just felt
Yeah,
so cool.
that's cool.
It's crazy
I've
when
seen them-
when
they
people
play at DBA,
like
right?
care enough to
Yeah.
involve you in their
Yeah.
I like
life.
that
Of
shit.
you,
I
like,
really
they-
like
they-
that shit.
Like that they, I don't know, it's genuine, you know what I mean? Like we need more of that, just kindness and
Mhm.
thinking of others. But it happens really often and it makes me like,
I try to wear my friends' band shirts all the time, but like I wear them mostly to sleep, so like I'm still
Band
wearing
t-shirts
them.
are really awesome to wear to sleep.
Yeah, dude.
They're like-
because they're usually way too big,
comfy.
and they're just like, like I always lay in like
Yeah.
high curves, red pairs. I was like,
we have
all
a
of them.
Mecha Chief t-shirt.
We
that
do. I wear
share.
that. I wear that
Oh, what?
outside
Mecha
though.
Chief?
Mecha Chief? I've never heard of them.
Oh, it was
Really
like a
good?
2-people band.
They're
They
pretty
don't
cool.
exist anymore, but it was
Oh.
a good.
Met them at
It was a good
Peterson.
run, yeah.
Hmm.
They were cool.
So where did you guys grow up?
Well, we were born in Montebello.
Okay.
And then
My family's from Montebello.
yeah,
I
we-
love
right there.
Montebello.
I went to Macy Intermediate School in like Monterey, Potato Heights.
Potato Heights?
No, Potrero Heights.
Oh.
But it's
But
called
Potato
Potato
Heights.
Heights.
And then when we moved to Diamond Bar, and we lived in Diamond Bar for a
And
while.
then Pomona, and then
But I
Diamond
feel like
Bar.
Pomona is
and
home.
then-
Like
It feels right.
Definitely.
Yeah, Pomona is home.
Because like that's like home base for all of us.
Yeah.
Like all our
All our
friends,
yeah,
honestly,
we live in
like
Eastville right now, and that's just
Eastville sucks.
Where's Eastville?
Dude, cows. Only cows.
Where is it? No,
Who
like what's
cares?
it next
It's
to?
like okay, it's
Corona.
right after
Off 60
Ontario,
and
right
Milligan.
before
Oh.
Fullerton. I mean,
more in Fullerton now.
no, I meant to say Riverside. So
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, wait.
No, I know what kind of town you're talking about.
Yeah, all
Everybody
cows.
drives
Like
through
right by
this, yeah.
Norco. Like if you go up more, it's Norco.
Mm.
It's like in the middle of Rancho.
Nothing.
It's Rancho,
Nothing.
Eastville, Norco.
Yeah.
But you guys are in Fullerton like all the time.
Yes.
And Pomona all the
All the
time.
time.
Pomona.
You guys
all
are
the
everywhere.
We do Pomona Art Walk every second Saturday
We
of the
didn't
month.
do it this Saturday though, because we were
because
at Top Acid.
Top Acid was dope.
Yeah, that was
Crazy.
a cool
Crazy.
show.
It was crazy.
I didn't have the chance to go, but I lived
Crazy.
through Alex's stories, his Instagram stories. That's pretty nuts.
It was pretty.
But I've never seen a Top Acid Presents show.
Well, I mean, they do East End, but it was his last one.
That's what I heard.
But yeah, we're always in Pomona. We always do the Pomona Art Walk every second Saturday of the month. I'm actually hosting a show at DBA in Pomona,
Really?
July 21st.
Cool.
Yeah.
DBA is our favorite bar.
DBA is our home
I
base.
spend way too much money
All the
there
time.
and way too much time.
Every time I go there, I have a really good time. And now that I know
Yes,
you
it's a dope
guys
spot.
and hung
my
out with you guys
favorite
last time,
spot.
it made it really nice.
Dude, it was so crazy. Like a bunch of my, it was wild. It was wild. I love DBA.
So what happened? How'd you get obsessed with stones?
Okay, well. No, it was more just jewelry in general. Like, I've been making things since I was really small. Like, I feel like that's
Yeah,
the
but
one
how do
thing
you get into that? What do you mean making things? Was it jewelry specific, or you were just always like building stuff?
Always building things. Like, I used to call them Picassos. Because, like, my grandmother used to make, like stuff for quinces and like lamos for weddings and stuff, you know?
Oh yeah, I remember.
So like
those.
I would just pick up random shit and like glue it onto things and be like,
I'm too white. I don't know what that means. What's lamos?
It's just like
It's
a
like-
lot of wire on
like
the floor.
Fake oh, that happened to me once. It's like fake flowers in a bouquet.
Okay.
So for like
For
weddings.
Okay.
or like quinces and stuff like that.
What do you mean fake?
Like
Fake
it's
flowers,
fake flowers,
real
but like
But what's it
bunched
made
up,
out of?
Like just like
Fake
fake
flowers.
flowers. She gets like green tape and like it like wrap it around.
Oh,
so
I know
it
what you're
looks
talking
like
about.
yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah.
Okay.
And then she'd like make
And
veils
then,
and stuff.
my aunt.
They do that like out of like wood shavings too. The like the rose petals.
they could.
I've seen. I got Tess like a few roses or something.
Out
And
of
they're like
wood?
really fancy, but like made flowers.
Wood.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
And the lady
cool.
like sprayed fragrance in it.
She used to make these really cool like gel
Oh, candles.
candles, and like I would get in so much trouble because I would just like
feel like our
go
family's
up
really
to like some
creative,
random
you
one
know?
and just like stick my finger in it, and my grandma would be
Yeah.
like, "That's for an order." And I was just like,
Your family's just full of like
arts
and crafts stuff.
Yeah, we definitely do a lot of arts and crafts and stuff. But I don't know, like I've been making jewelry for a really long time. My auntie was like the one main person who actually brought around beads. Like she would babysit me, and it would be like a big deal. Like, oh, I'm going to auntie's house. She still to this day gives me beads all the time. Like she
anytime
showed me where I
cleans
go
her stuff out.
and like she
Nice.
taught me how to do like that knot that I do, and like I kind of just ran with that idea. And I recently started taking like a rock cutting class, like where I'm actually using like power saws and shit. Like it's crazy.
Had
Where
to
are you
buy
taking
her
the class?
gloves.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
I got
Very
some
kind of you.
Fingers like
yeah.
shave off.
Yeah, my fingernails are fucked because I'm just like
You're grinding them down using
Yeah,
machines.
and you
Scary.
don't. She says she doesn't realize, but I'm like, how do you?
I
not
don't because
realize?
it's the wheel is wet.
Yeah, my
the
grandpa
the wheel is
makes
wet,
jewelry.
so you're holding
or
it, and
used
it's
to.
like it's slowly going at your skin. But yeah, it's the Glendale Gem Company, or I don't know.
It's pretty cool.
Sorry, guys, but it's in Pomona. You know.
The Glendale Gem Company in Pomona.
Yeah,
Across the
exactly.
street from the Indian Hill swap meet.
Yes.
The Indian Hill swap meet is not open on Tuesdays, and that's
It's
the
not
day
open
the
on
class
Tuesdays.
is.
Don't go.
Ah,
So
Oh,
it
that
sucks.
is. That's funny
Doesn't
how that
suck?
works out.
Dude, I think
Wow.
it sucks because like I could like I drop her off sometimes, and I'm just like, what should I do? And like I would love to go to the swap meet. And she's
Nope, I
like,
can't. It's closed.
no,
Closed
it's
on
closed on
Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
closed on Tuesdays.
Nope.
Both of the swap meets in Pomona are closed
So-
on Tuesdays.
How did Stoney Girl start?
Stoney Girls started, like I said, as like me and my friends smoking weed, Stoney Girls, and then one day, I just realized like I didn't really want to do anything else. I used to work in a clinic, a
Mhm.
marijuana clinic, and I was indoors for 15 hours a day, 5 days a week, and it just takes a toll on you. I feel like,
Mm.
and after that, I was like, I'm gonna fucking play with beads.
Yeah.
And then I think that my first booth was I want to say Valentine's Day with Mischief.
It was like
And-
one of our first.
Oh,
ones.
I remember Mischief.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
Mischief. Like that was like our very first.
Mischief's no longer
thing. It was
around.
a swap
She's
meet with
mellow out
House of
now.
Cuties,
Mm.
and in Riverside at Back to the Grind.
Downstairs,
That was
so it was
at
hot
the
as fuck.
basement. Yeah, that was
Right.
our first booth.
But it was
and then
Mischief
after that,
my friend,
disbanded,
like,
right?
What?
yeah. But
it
no,
did.
she's still doing her own thing. She's
Yes.
Misspirations now, and
Mm.
She's doing-
Misspiration?
Yeah.
Miss something.
yeah.
Yes.
I love that girl.
So what was it like doing your first booth?
Oh, I was always really nervous that I didn't have enough product, to be honest, or like that my display wasn't enough. But then I realized, like, I think that it's a little bit past that.
Just like
kinda.
whatever you
Your
got.
displays was really good at
Like
DBA.
what we have is enough, and people are connecting to us and then they're like, oh, like this is what you're doing, you know?
I think I know exactly what you mean, because that's kind of what happens with the podcast and like even my band. Like mostly it's people that know me or like get to know me through the podcast. It starts with just a conversation, and then after the podcast they're always like, oh, you do screen printing, you're in a band, and it's like then that's when the business side of it happens. But really it's more about just connecting with people, seeing if you even have anything in common.
I feel like to be honest, like it's everybody that throws shows that keeps us like doing things, is like we don't have places to sell our jewelry unless someone's having a show.
Mm-hmm.
And they like,
I don't know, I'm not really into the online thing because I prefer to meet someone in person
and be like, dude, this would actually like
this would actually look really cute.
Like I don't like just like pick up anything and say this would look good on you. Like no, I like.
And I feel like people don't think that when we're genuine when we're doing that.
I'm pretty genuine about it. I'm like, dude, I'm not lying to you. Like I'm not gonna let you spend money. Thank you, Tess. Like I wouldn't spend money on something that like I wouldn't like, and I wouldn't let my friend do it. So. Yeah. Like when I'm showing it, I'm like, oh yeah, dude, this.
Yeah, the online thing gets tricky too. I mean, hopefully, you know, I think the main thing that I would want for you is to be selling so much stuff that you have to.
It's kind of
like,
hard because like I'm the only one
but...
doing like.
I glue stuff.
Okay. Well, you can always.
I give Joey like the minion work. Like Joey, glue this.
Joey, finish this chain, and I'm
Joey,
just
glue
like
this to this.
Like so close to my eyes, even though I wear glasses. Like I'm blind.
They're not just for show, huh?
No, they really aren't.
We're blind as bats.
I have 4 different pairs of glasses.
You're not just hipsters, huh?
No. I like red. I told you, I'm evolving from green to red.
Honestly, I couldn't decide.
You're
what
in your red
glasses I was
phase.
gonna wear
Picasso
today.
had his blue phase. You're in your red phase.
Like I tried on every pair of glasses I had today, and I was like, I don't know which ones I want to wear.
It's
so I went for these.
It was a good pick. I like these ones.
Like, these are I've had these for a while. I don't know where my.
I feel like you should be pulling up in an El Camino, like with beers right in the passenger seat.
Of course, with their
always beers, Drew.
Seatbelt on them. You gotta seatbelt those so they don't get shaken up. So it's foamy.
You ever? I mean, I feel like this is a dumb question, but have you ever seen Dazed and Confused?
Yeah.
Okay, you know how like they just pop the trunk and there's like a bunch of beers back there? I feel like that's how I wish all of my friends were.
Honestly, if you open our trunk, there is a bunch of empty.
Me too. Yeah. I have a bunch of like cans in my side
old
seats.
Bottles of Jameson. It's kind of really bad.
Jameson's our guy. Hey, Jameson,
you're my guy.
Sponsor us.
Oh my gosh.
Or Rolling Rock.
Both of you guys.
You do have a green fetish that you're kind of trying to get out of.
Yeah, I'm growing out of the green. I'm turning into red.
I don't think she is.
I don't believe it. I don't know.
Are you trying to go into red, or is it a natural transition?
I don't. She's trying pretty hard.
But that's fine. It's like
because you're buying clothes and you're like, you're wearing the red clothes and you're like, today my favorite color is red.
Well, I mean, bitch.
Oh my god. No, but I understand how that is because
is.
Like
I ask you every day what your favorite color is. You ask me when my birthday is.
Let's go around the room. Drew, what's your favorite color today?
My favorite color.
Okay, well then ask
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color growing up.
No, right now.
Let me explain. I run a podcast. I'm trying to fill time. No, I'm not. But growing up, I think just because I was a boy, I was like, I always said blue. But no, but then
no.
As I got older, green. Like
green.
I've always
that
loved
always happens
green.
to me at work because like I ask my coworkers every single day. I'm like, hey, what's your favorite color? And they're just like blue, and I'm just like, but is it really? Is it really?
Green has such a wide spectrum.
What kind of blue?
Like what color? Oh yeah, I throw that on them sometimes, and they're just
how blue are you feeling today?
Whatever the most manly is.
But it's so cool because like I asked people what their favorite color was so much that now they're coming up to me and they're like, Joey, what's your favorite color? And I'm just like, that's my question. Like I'll ask you. Just wait.
When their birthday is.
Purple is a close second for me.
I'm always asking Joey, like, when's your birthday?
I'm always like tomorrow.
I'm like, what are we gonna do today?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
But no, dude, like sometimes like people will be around us. People will be around us and they're like, your birthday's really tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah.
Yes.
I remember the first time you called me Peanut.
Aww.
I was like taken back. I was like, that is so endearing and insulting at the same time.
Everybody
because you know how she said it? She was like, of course you peanut.
Oh, well, you peanut? Come on.
And I was like,
you know,
everybody's a
she
peanut.
calls me a peanut so much.
Everyone's a peanut.
I'm a peanut.
How did the peanut thing start?
I don't know Andrew.
It just came up one day.
I was like,
peanut. And I was
yeah,
like,
peanut.
no.
And then it's just, we've
no.
been running with the peanut
Just
thing.
like your Nerf.
Oh, Joey's a Nerf. I don't know if you know. But
You
Joey
know, like the
is
little,
in
like-
fact
I can see
a
it.
Nerf.
Like the dart.
She's so
thing.
nerfy.
Yeah, you're kind of nerfy.
That could be.
that's funny.
Could be a Nerf.
Good.
Like we were
So what's
walking
your
through-
stance on abortion?
Oh my
I'm just
God,
kidding.
True.
I get so
No.
choked up. I was like,
Whoa.
No.
so scary.
I like to throw those curveballs, you know.
You're also a Nerf as of now.
I can't be a Nerf and a peanut.
You're
Dude.
Nerf-free peanut.
It was just so
I'm
funny.
a Nerf free peanut.
We were
Nerfy?
walking through Toys R Us,
yeah.
and Devin was like, we were all really, really hungover, and we had to go to a baby shower.
You were
And
walking through Toys R Us,
Yes.
hungover,
That's
about
fun.
to go to a baby shower.
Yes,
Yep,
trying to find a baby
exactly.
toy.
Exactly.
Is this how
baby
you
toys
guys
are so
normally
hard.
operate?
What are you
Mostly.
talking about?
Actually, I know how you guys, or
I'm
I
usually
know
really
how Devin
hungover.
operates. I saw her yesterday.
I'm usually really hungover, but sometimes I go right back into it, but sometimes it just kills me.
But we were definitely walking around, and I saw this Nerf gun, and I was like, Joey, you're a Nerf!
And then like my friend was holding something for
I was like, ha! You're a Nerf!
And I was
From
just
then
like,
on, Joey's a Nerf.
and I was like, why'd you hit me? Like,
She's
dude.
like, you're a Nerf!
And then we bought Tamagotchis and mine died.
Aw, my Tamagotchi died. Juanito,
But like it didn't
RIP,
die, like the
Juanito.
battery died. So like I didn't even like
No, I
get,
feel
like I didn't even get the full effect
I don't want
of
to get
it.
into it. I can rant onto this for a really long time.
So, wow. I don't even know where to start. There were like 8 different things going on in that.
I know.
Tamagotchis are cool.
It was fun for me. But so at the height of your stoniest Stoney Girls, what was the like weed intake?
Oh man.
My weed intake when it was like at its height was like what, an eighth every 2-3 days?
Dude, that was
And I
really,
can't do
really
that
bad.
anymore. We just like,
I don't know,
unless
man.
I'm
I like
in
it.
a
It
really
happens
great
with
mood.
everything.
When I was
I
in
get
high
anxiety.
school, it was really bad.
What?
When I was in high school, I would smoke so much weed, like gluttonously.
Yeah,
me
me
and
too.
my friends would get together, and there was 6 of us. We'd each roll ourselves a blunt and just sit there and like smoke 6 blunts.
I feel like you're more
For the
G when
fuck
you're
of
in
it.
high school. You know what I mean? Like with weed, you just like, it's like you can get
I was
lost
the
and not
plug.
even
I
worry
was the
about it.
plug. For everyone.
We're being recorded.
I was the plug for everyone.
Just
Weed
bring you
is now
back.
legal.
Not
I
anymore,
would just
guys.
like to
Not
let you guys know.
Oh no, dude!
Retired.
I've worked in the clinic job, and that shit sucks. And it sucks.
I-
That's when I first figured out, like, I don't want to be stuck inside somewhere doing some stuff.
Put it in the tower.
I
want
just,
to be working for myself. You know?
I couldn't imagine working in a clinic, but I know working in clinics, you get to smoke.
No,
As,
you. What the fuck?
Oh,
What?
yeah.
This is the biggest myth.
No.
They don't let you smoke weed.
Okay, maybe
I
yours
used to
didn't.
bring
No,
Devin lunch.
maybe
and
yours
sneak
didn't.
Not let you
joints in
smoke
it.
Maybe yours didn't. I know for a fact a
The
lot.
The good ones, the really serious ones, the really, really serious ones do not. I used to have to take
wanna
Devin lunch
control
every
your little
day,
brain.
and I would hide joints in
And
like
then
her
I'd be like,
sandwiches.
Fuck you guys,
Okay.
keeping me inside all day.
Well, I know for a fact some do.
some
And
do.
I'm on the air, so I can't out people
well, I
right
mean,
now
like
with
a
the story
bunch.
that I'm going to have.
Mhm.
But all I'm
Save it
saying
for
is
later.
that when I've been stoned all day and then I got stoned all day the next day,
I have to
and then
sleep
I
for,
didn't
like, 2
smoke the
days.
next day after that, I have never been more tired in my life. It like
Yeah.
fucking drains you to
It
smoke
does.
weed all
That's
day
why
long.
they don't allow you to smoke weed in most clinics, because they don't want you to be tired.
Yeah.
They want to keep you awake for as long as they can. I don't want to talk about this. I can round for
I don't.
No, rant.
ever.
You
It's
have
good.
to get your weed from your local
Yeah, your
people
local
because like
guy.
that's
If you
the
don't know
best
your local
deal
Hold on,
you're
hold
gonna
on. There's
get.
two people
Don't
talking at once.
Smoke it.
When somebody's listening to this, they're just going to hear 2 things at once.
Yeah.
So, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
Okay, but yeah, dude, support your local guys because it's always cheaper that way.
what do you mean your local guys? You're like actual
local
drug dealers?
Yeah, like the guys that like sell weed.
This is
that
like
aren't.
so opposite of what California's been trying to do.
Yeah, because like California's trying to tax you, and we're just trying to smoke some weed.
Yeah, but you get taxed on everything else. You get taxed on lettuce you buy from
I
the grocery
know.
store. It's like
That's why I don't buy lettuce.
That's
I
why-
buy weed.
oh, the devil's lettuce.
Only the devil's lettuce.
No, but
You get taxed
dude,
on
we're
everything.
hosting
It's
a
just-
show
Yeah, I know, it
TVA,
sucks.
though, and that's gonna be
Does suck.
super exciting. Memory Den's playing.
Memory Den's cool.
Oh,
They're
good
the
segue.
homies.
Memory Den.
Memory
the
Den.
Frick Fracks. Have you heard of the Frick
Oh,
Fracks?
love the
Frick
Frick
Fracks.
Fracks, dude.
It's
All
these
girl band.
3 beautiful girls, and they all take turns singing as they play their
It's like
instruments.
the songs
and-
they write, they sing. I think.
Like in the whoever writes a song sings
Sings
the song.
it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Frick Fracks.
Yeah.
When's this show?
July 21st at DBA in Pomona.
It's our first Stoney Girl
yeah,
presents.
we're actually our first.
Wow.
Yeah.
More to come, though.
Presents.
More to
I'm
come.
pretty nervous about it, but I think it'll go well, and I'm pretty sure we'll have a good turnout.
Cool. I'm gonna sell some jewelry there.
Dude, you should.
Go ahead if you would like.
Stony Boys.
Nuh-uh.
No.
It's like across the street from us.
Anytime you add
across the street from us.
anytime you add Stony or boys to anything,
Boys.
it just makes it whack.
Because you guys
Boys.
B-O-I-Z.
Not
Boys.
even. I just feel like who wants to be known as a boy? You know what I mean?
Oh
Like-
yeah, you guys like man, huh?
Yeah.
No, I mean I
Stony
don't.
man.
I'm not even. I'm not even saying man, but like when like you could just use boy as an insult. Like boy is an insult.
It could be. It could be. Like you're a little boy.
Yeah, like I feel like boy is not. It's like a cartoony, like Bart Simpson, like
Oh,
just little weenie.
weenie.
I think of little weenies when I think of boy. That was so weird to say. But you know what I mean? It's just like little kids, like
Yeah.
boy. I don't want to be known as Stony Boy.
Boy.
It's like all these rappers that have like Lil. It's like
Lil Peep.
Peep. Oh, that's my first.
I have a sweater that says Little Peep.
what?
I have a sweater that says Little Peep.
Well, I'm just saying. Do you really want to be known as Lil?
No.
Phil and Lil. Rugrats.
Like, would you want to be known as Lil Devin?
Honestly, that's all I
Lil
get called.
Joey?
Dude, no, that's like my
Joey's
name
pretty
at
little.
work. Everybody's like, Joey, you
You're
can't
not
reach
that
that
little.
because you're little. You're little. That's why you can't reach
Yeah,
that.
but they're saying
Lil is
little,
high as
not
fuck.
like Lil.
Okay.
Whoa.
Dude, they're like, it's all the way at the top. Can't reach it. If you don't want me to climb on your stuff, don't put it that high. I always get in trouble for climbing on things. I'm like, I'm just trying to get it myself. Chill out.
I'm just loving this chain of events. Like, this is a real issue for you.
It is, dude. Everybody, like, I'll be like, sometimes, like, things are really heavy there. So I'm like, shit, this is really heavy. I can't do it myself. And they're like, why can't you do it yourself? I'm like,
Wait, where do you
"Because I'm
work?"
little. Chipotle.
Oh, right.
Chipotle.
What are they putting on a shelf that's too high at
Corn.
Chipotle?
Lettuce.
They put corn really high?
Corn.
Lettuce.
Lettuce, the iced tea, the
Is it
lemons,
in- I'm
everything.
hoping it's in
like
the
a walk-in.
fridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. How many times did I say yeah right there? But
4.
yeah.
I don't know.
There's like a walk-in and there's like just a bunch of shit that's way too tall. Are you finished with your beer? Are you asking for that?
I feel like we're about to be restocked.
Dun dun.
I have a wonderful.
Dun, dun.
Wow.
We have a really big obsession with Law and Order SVU.
Every Sunday there's a
I swear to God,
marathon.
we've seen every single episode.
I've
242
never watched it
Direct
Oh my
TV.
goodness.
ever. So what's the deal with it? I mean, it's
Oh my
it's
God,
a
it's
crime
pretty
TV show,
crazy.
but
It's
what's
pretty
what's the
crazy.
what's the
It's
hook?
honestly kind of touchy.
Thank you, Tess.
Thank you, darling. love
I
you
appreciate
so
you.
much.
You are the best. I'm gonna write a song about you one day.
So drunk.
So what's the hook? What's the hook with?
Which
I
is
don't know
really,
what it is,
it's just
man.
Olivia Benson, man.
Love
She's
her.
just so like,
I don't know how to say her real name in real life.
Martisha Hardake. Olivia Benson. That's the only person I know her as.
But I mean, it's a crime TV show. It's like
Yes, it is.
I feel like when you've seen one, haven't you seen all of them?
we have.
We have seen all of
There's
them.
19 seasons, and I could like read by like word by word by like most
That's
of
pretty
them.
funny.
It's on every Sunday.
I'm currently I'm almost done with M Train by Patti Smith, and I love her book Just Kids, and I love her style of writing. But in this book, she talks about a lot of like crime TV shows and like how it's just part of her routine. Like she's always rooting for this detective that's kind of like, you know, got their own personal dramas going on, and
It's Olivia Benson.
that's Olivia Benson. And she's, you know, I love Patti Smith and I respect her so much. And so it's just funny that you bring that up because I haven't really heard anybody talk about crime TV shows or haven't been
that's
into
all
it.
we watch.
But now people have been bringing it up to me recently. And if, you know, one of my heroes is talking about it, there must be something good there, you know?
I
don't know.
love crime
I just
TV
like to
show.
figure it
I
out
like
before
to
it
be
ends.
like,
Do you
what's gonna happen? I get scared myself, me knowing it's still a
Joey,
TV
when she
show.
was little, she used to not let me watch it.
Oh yeah, I'm like really bitsy.
We used to have a TV schedule.
Oh yeah.
No,
I
you
always
didn't.
won though.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, what does that
even
even
if
mean?
it was her.
I get to watch TV on this night, and she's like, "No."
Did you guys actually
We're
like work it
watching
out?
Robin
or-
Hood.
Fuck that. We watched so much Robin Hood and Annie. My favorite. Fuck that shit.
Devin, that's a good show.
No.
Movie. Sorry.
Oh my god.
I do that all the time. I call everything shows. And Tess always gets mad at me.
I don't get mad, I just never heard it before.
And I actually
You're a
say-
weirdo.
So I'm like, is it a show or a movie?
It could
Like,
be either.
And I
Could be,
used-
like
Yeah, and
series or movies because like it
But
all
I-
leads up to
I would
something
even-
and they separate it.
I used to say we went to the show, and they would be like, "What?" And I'd be like, "We saw a movie. Sorry,"
I get that.
Like
because they used to
remote
call
and
it
the
that.
control.
It used to be going to the show
Yeah.
because
You would say, like, I watched this show, so I expected, like, a full season show, and you'd explain it, and then it was, like, an hour movie. And I was like, that was a movie, not a show.
I understand that it's wrong for like modern times, but back in the day, what they would do is like when movie
Going to the
theaters and
show.
projectors first
They
came
put their
out,
fancy hats
what they
on.
would do is they would have like 3 showings. They would have the morning showing, the afternoon showing, and
The
the night
matinee.
showing. Yeah, the matinee. And so you would say, "Do you want to go to the show?" And what you would do is you could pay like it was like a nickel.
Drew, were you there?
No, but you would pay like a nickel or something, and they would just have a rotation of like different short films or cartoons.
I love that shit. I love short films, dude.
And so you'd say,
Oh
"Let's
my
go to the
goodness.
show."
Devin
the
was in
showing.
one.
I was in a short film.
Her name is Hugo.
I was Hugo. The part was
She
for
was playing a boy.
Mm-hmm.
and I got hired as
Yeah, boy.
myself. I had like
Boy.
my hair was like shorter.
Boy.
I was a boy.
Wait, what was this?
Boy.
This was like when I was like, I want to say 13. Yeah, I was in this like this little kid.
My mom
like,
wanted
It
actors.
was on Sundance and shit.
No way.
I swear, it was called Sun Up, and it was like this student film about like this black kid going through jail and like coming home, and it was filmed in Ukaipa.
Ukaipa.
I remember that because that's how I said it the whole time we were there. I was like Ukaipa. But
My
it was-
mom really wanted us to be actors.
It was cool.
I could see it.
It was cool.
I was almost in the Captain Crunch video.
No, but Joey was always angry.
Wait,
I was.
a commercial?
Joey's an angry little
Yeah.
bit.
But okay.
What do you
my
mean you
mom
were
pulled me
almost
out
in?
of school
Uh-huh.
before lunch, drove me far, and then made me like want to be in a good, like I had to be in a good mood for it, and I was just hungry, and I was like, all I
Wow.
really want is food. Like, just give me some food. I'll be like, I got it. But no, I was just like the whole time, and I don't know why. I should have done it. I'll probably be like the star of Captain Crunch right now, man. It's
So,
like the face on
Was this
it.
something that you guys like wanted to do,
Oh,
or
yeah,
your
no,
mom
I
talked
wanted
you
to
into
do
it?
No, I wanted to do it for sure.
I definitely
Joey
don't think
did
I
not want
did.
to do it, but
I was like,
it, doesn't
it
matter 'cause
wasn't
it
fun
didn't
for
happen.
me.
That's the whole
Exactly,
thing.
because it's expensive and
It's
it's
expensive.
a lot of
to do.
driving.
Like what? Paying for an agent or all the driving or what? What
the
do you?
All of it in
pictures,
general
the
sense.
agent, all that fun
Do you have
stuff.
headshots and
She
everything?
does.
Oh my
Jewelry
gosh.
now.
We need to see it.
She's
They're
making
funny.
jewelry now. You guys know that Portlandia episode?
Mm. Oh yes, I do know that one.
Don't.
If you guys had a Stoney Girls theme song, how would it go?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's
Give us a
start by like
second.
the flick of a lighter, and then it just like go into like.
It'd be like, you know, every rapper has that one song where it's like a lighter and then like
Oh.
Wait, isn't that how Because I Got High starts?
I'm sure there's like 1,000
can I-
billion songs.
Thank you. darling.
Speaking
I
of,
was like, speaking of, Devin's got to get high.
this is just tobacco.
That is a false statement you just said.
It's vaporizer. I'm good.
Dun, dun,
Find
dun.
out on the next episode of Are They High?
Dun dun.
Probably.
Dun, dun.
dun, 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 dun. Alright, we gotta get off that. Anyways. Yeah.
Stoney Girls being Stoney Girls.
Always.
So what's the deal? You guys got that DBA show coming up?
Yeah, July 21st.
I want to start doing more shows, I think.
Yeah, we should definitely start doing more shows. Let's just see how this one that we have to do goes first.
When is it? What?
July 21st, it's going to be The Color Coast, and they're a band from Canada. And then I have Memory Den from Whittier. The Frick Fracks, I think they're from Glendale.
Put
And
it in
then
your
I'm gonna-
calendars,
instead of
guys.
a DJ, fuck a DJ, we're going to have
A
a
jazz
jazz band
band.
in between each set. Yeah, just
Interesting.
because, I want people to get moving around.
What's the 21st?
Of July.
I believe it is a
Of July.
Saturday.
Let me see.
Tis. It's an art
It's a
walk.
Saturday.
No, it's not an art
It's not
walk
an art walk.
day.
It's the weekend after.
It's a Saturday, yeah.
But we do art walk every. We're also doing Tiki Trash at the end of the month. At the end of this week.
Are we doing Penny Fest?
I don't know.
Dirty Penny Fest? Are you
Tiki
not allowed to
Trash?
say that?
No, I was just asking it.
It's
I
just
saw the
like,
flyer.
why are you asking weird questions? We're talking about Tiki Trash right now.
Tiki Trash. What's Tiki Trash?
Tiki Trash is our friend Michael Jem. He does this stuff in his backyard.
Dude, his
And
backyard is so
amazing.
cool.
It's amazing. You should definitely come.
Tiki Trash.
It's something that
It's
we've
the
been doing
best.
for maybe like 3 years now.
What is this?
Commercial.
It's on Saturday.
Okay, this Saturday?
Yeah, this Saturday, Tiki Trash.
It's this Saturday?
Yes,
What?
The 30th, right?
No, that's
No.
not this Saturday.
No, sorry. Next Saturday, the 30th.
Oh, like, no, it's next Saturday.
Next. It's
The
June
Saturday
30th.
after next.
Okay. Whatever. $10, come to it.
It's gonna be fun.
It's
We'll
gonna
be there.
All-day thing.
Bands.
Vendors,
Hi Kids is
bands.
playing.
So this is a backyard a guy has.
Yes.
Michael
Beautiful.
Jem
Michael Jem. From
Beautiful.
The Healing Gems.
from the Healing Gems.
They just came out with a new EP.
today.
They
Oh, cool.
did. I don't know what it's called. I wish I did. I'm sorry,
I'm
guys.
sorry, guys.
And-
But listen to it. Buy it. Bandcamp.
And so he's got this backyard.
Beautiful.
And what's the backyard like? It's
beautiful.
a
Oh,
big
amazing.
spot
It's
or
so many different
There's,
backyards. Wow.
There's like
It's just like a beautiful house.
a deck. It's crazy.
is this a thing that gets raided by the cops a lot?
Oh
No,
What the
never.
fuck? He
Really?
lives
Never,
in
ever.
the hills.
He lives in Covina.
Yeah.
Like
It's
those
worth
pretty
the $10.
houses.
Fuck going to the bar and spending $10 to walk into a bar. Spend $10 to get into Tiki
And it
Trash.
Goes past
Hosted
two.
by Alec. Alec is going to be hosting it, actually.
Oh, nice. Well, I
Yeah.
think I have to go.
Yeah, well,
No, I'm legally obligated.
oh, yeah. You have a contract?
Well, once Alec kissed me, I'm obligated to go to the next 3 things.
That's your
Uh-huh.
that's your
That's how it
man's.
goes.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
He claimed me, Tess.
Sorry.
Yeah, he kissed me at the DBA show.
After you punched the rabbit.
No, Alec and his fucking antics, man. Every time I introduce somebody new to Alec, they're just like, they look at me and I'm like, this is him. I don't know. He's funny. What
He's
else?
a character.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm legally obligated
Herpity-derpity. It's
To,
always
herpaderp. It's in Covina.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is an open to the public thing. $10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's a flyer, I'll send it to you.
Cool.
It's gonna be really cool, honestly. And there's gonna be
You should have
vendors, like,
commercials
probably
about
vegan
what we're
food
talking
and
about, like
stuff,
flyers just going by.
like, in between, like,
This is what they're talking about. Here's the
That'd be cool.
This
That'd
blurb
be
was
cool.
brought to you by Stoney Girls.
But yeah, we do art walk, and then we do every event. Like
Every
I don't know what
event.
else is coming up. Oh, we
people
have
invite us to.
emotionally unavailable fest.
I
I don't know. That's
I don't know if I'm
thrown
allowed
by
to go
Vertical
there.
Volumes.
Hmm?
Vertical Volumes. Those
Vertical
cool
Volumes.
guys. Yeah, there's some cool guys from Rancho Cucamonga. I think they're pretty young. to be
Just name
honest.
dropping all this shit I don't know. Am I out of the loop?
No,
Am I out of touch?
No, just like different
Am I
loops.
not in with the
There's
hip
just
crowd?
so many
I don't
different
know.
loops,
I'm just talking
dude.
about where I'm going to be in the next few weeks.
There's just so many different loops
My
that
bad,
like
Drew.
all like go into like one knot.
Yeah.
Do you know Slim Jim and the Ultra Cats?
I love Slim
yeah.
Jims.
And his Ultra Cats.
Do you
Jerry?
actually?
No, I just
Jerry?
like, really like
Jerry
Slim
was a
Jims.
race car driver. Ended up going too fast.
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
It just did not sound good.
It's a song by Primus, the guys that did the South Park theme song. They're a band in the 90s. They're still a band, but they just have this really funny like sound. Jerry was a race car driver. Ended up going fast. And it's like this accent that he puts on it. It's just really stupid.
I was trying to watch South Park yesterday.
I was trying to
I was
watch.
trying because like sometimes like I don't know how I feel about it sometimes, and I was like I'm gonna give it a chance.
I mean, yeah, it's like, I mean, the point of South Park is to just be like unapologetically offensive.
Well, no, I like that.
yeah.
I
Yeah, me
like that
too.
kind of stuff. But like I just like I think it's their voices that kind of like
Yeah, it gets annoying every once in a
yeah,
while.
and I'm just like
like all day.
I like the guy that doesn't talk.
Kenny.
I have a sweater like that. I have his
You
sweater.
have that sweater.
An orange sweater.
I love orange.
We only shop at like thrift stores.
You have brought up orange like multiple times.
I love it.
I'm really into Goodwill right now because they're really big on hiring people with disabilities,
Yeah.
which is like really awesome.
And veterans. And
I love Goodwill. That's the only place I spend my money.
We only spend money at Goodwill or like thrift stores. We don't.
Or like where our friends like set up their clothes.
Or we do trades. You know, that's what's really cool about vending is like you can do trades. Like I'll give you this. You give me that.
How many pieces of jewelry would it take for like a badass jean?
I finished.
You guys getting this?
We're getting it. It's on camera. They just finished a Rolling Rock pyramid. And
we're going to add to it. Don't worry.
you're bringing it back around. You know, I started the podcast with the pyramid and now we're here.
Yeah.
And that happened all without me noticing until the very last one, which was really funny.
The cherry on top.
You guys like are really slick. You move in the shadows.
We talk with our eyes.
You guys have your
definitely feel
own.
like
we have our own language.
I feel like you were one embryo that totally just got split.
No, definitely not. I'm 5 years older than this one.
Same person. Same person. Same person, just different sides of the spectrum.
Really close. It's just.
Yeah. But it's so funny because we weren't close until like my 16th birthday, and like
Wait.
I remember the day we got close.
Devin, how old are you?
I'm gonna be 25 this year.
Okay, I can do the math. I know how old you are.
Thanks. Thanks, dude. It's censored.
My little brother, he's 4.5 years younger than me, and we're not really that close. We try really hard, but
See, it's because you're trying too hard.
Dude,
No,
thing is,
I
we don't-
try
don't
hard.
think that we
He
have
doesn't
anyone
want to.
else, So it's
Oh,
like
I
might as
feel
well cling to my little ass sister. That's
Hey,
it.
little ass
sorry.
sister.
my little ass sister.
Do you see how
Wow.
funny she gets on boys? Wow.
Devin.
Oh, goodness, Jay.
I said little ass. I'm just kidding. It was a joke.
Don't
It
say
wasn't
that your
like
sister has a
that.
little
Like,
ass.
I was
She gets
saying, like,
offended.
little.
Just to remind you.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Sorry.
You do have your own language.
Oh,
Things
yeah,
are
I know,
happening.
for sure.
And it's funny because throughout the podcast, you guys have been talking over each other, but also listening to each other at the same time. So 2 conversations are happening at once that you're both a part of and responding to a different one. It blows my mind. I don't know how you've been doing it. I'm lost.
It's a talent.
Science.
It's a Stoney Girl
Science.
Stoney Girl science.
There it is.
I feel like if I was high, maybe I would be able to like track both the conversations. Should I put that as the disclaimer? Get super high before this podcast?
I don't know. I didn't get that high. I should have
No,
got high.
I'm saying, should I tell people to get high before this podcast?
Hey guys, if you want to get
People
high,
should
get
always
high. Everybody get
Bad
high.
question to ask.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, dude, it makes me feel good. Hey, I just got my manager high. He said he'd never smoke weed ever. Got him high, and now he loves it. That doesn't sound good. No, he's a good guy. He's the best.
He's got a wife and kids.
No, he's not that old, dude. My managers are like the same. Like he's 2 years older than me.
Mhm.
So like, it's
I just thought it'd
nothing.
be funny if you got like some married man high. I don't know why.
No
I
one's
just feel like-
married. There's no one over 25 at my job.
Nobody over 25 that works at Chipotle.
Like our GM is like 23.
Your general manager is 23. Man, what
Yeah.
kind of
It's like a
program
really
is?
young-
Doesn't Chipotle know you can't trust anybody under 30?
Obviously not.
Obviously not.
Hey, we do pretty good. No, yeah, they feed me a lot, so that's cool.
We do pretty good. We actually serve burritos and we get the tacos ready.
And bowls.
And bowls.
Tacos. Hey, if you're like in the loop, you could get a quesarito.
A
But
quesarito?
don't. Yeah, it's like a quesadilla and a burrito.
Oh,
It's kind
that
of
wasn't as cool as I thought it was gonna be.
No,
It's
Do
not
people ever
good.
come in super high and then order a bowl and then like laugh? They're like, huh,
I don't
it?
know what I
Bowl.
want. No. No. A lot of high guys like come
that was a
in.
good joke.
It was. I didn't
Stop
get
it.
it till I got it, and then
I didn't get it till I got it. That's gonna be my new Instagram bio.
Oh,
That's a good one.
I didn't get it till I
that's a
got
good-
it.
Yeah.
What do high guys do when they come in?
They just like stare at it like they don't know what it is, and it's like, dude, you were here like last night, like ordering perfectly fine. Like, come on, like get through the line. Like, come on. It's fun though. It's funny. I love my job.
I let my job. Wow. So why don't you tell us what's next for Stoney Girls? I feel like we touched on a few things, but I don't know. You got a mission statement?
No, I'm pretty bad at writing things. But I just think it's gonna be a lifestyle that people are gonna catch on to. Like,
I think it's only gonna go up from here.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Well,
it hasn't stopped since it started. Like, we've been tumbling down. Like I said, our first booth was House of Cuties, and since that day, like, every weekend we've been going, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like the DIY that keeps us alive, that helps us, survive.
That rhymed.
Yeah.
So
Write a song about it.
I like
That's
how
our next
too
song.
during that when you were like, yeah, I think it's only gonna get better from here. You like belched like halfway through. You're like, yeah, I just think it's gonna get better from here.
Of course. I mean,
Not to downplay it, but I know when you mean. I mean, there's a weird scene with the DIY culture. Like, there's a lot of people that say they're DIY and they're just snakes that like take from a bunch of people. And I know that you've had stuff stolen from you.
Oh my god, can I touch on this real quick? At fucking East End, this little boy was commenting on my shit, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like my sister buys the same stuff and she sells it too." And I was like, "What?
Your sister buys
What you
it, she
say?
doesn't
Like,
make it.
I hand make all of my shit, everything. Like oh my god!" And like I understand how people can buy things and resell them, and
Yeah, good for
I
you.
don't agree with that. Like that's
It's not cool, but like, sorry.
It's not cool.
What do you mean, little boy?
I don't know who this guy was.
We already had this
To me, he was a little boy.
A twerp.
Yeah, no.
little shit.
And I was trying to like fix my display.
What was he trying to do? That what he was just saying it just to shit talk you, or
I was
what?
fixing my display, and then he was like, "Oh, like she even made all of this." And I looked at him and I was like, "What'd you just say?" And he's like,
He said that?
And
Where was
I?
I?
Made all of this. I don't know. Who
Oh,
the fuck he
dude,
was
I would have
then.
gave him a wedgie.
He would have been so grateful for that wedgie.
I wish I was there. I wish I would have heard that.
Damn,
I would have
dude,
been like,
it was-
what?
And then after I was like, "No, I make all of this." He's like, "Oh, like let me help you. Like I'll hold your earring display." I don't know.
Was he all hammered or what?
I don't
Someone
know.
broke one of Devin's earrings the other day, and I made her pay for it because I was like, Devin's gonna blame me for that.
Yeah, I mean, how did they
doesn't
break
matter.
it?
She dropped the whole display.
Oh, somebody got
East End
hammered.
was pretty-
Because everybody
East End
was
pretty
walking through
crazy.
walkways that weren't walkways.
And I was sitting there and I was like, "This is not a walkway."
And they would just jump in the plant.
It's
I'm like,
not
that's a
walkway. I don't know. East End.
It was crazy, but it
was
was
crazy.
fun.
I mean, it looked wild from
It
the
was
videos
fun.
that I
It
was
was
seeing.
fun.
Yeah,
it was fun, but it was too much.
I don't know.
I love the whole like Cali surf punk scene,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I don't like. It seems like a bunch of like entitled brats that are just like, getting too fucking hammered.
I was about to say something. Should I say? Can I say it?
No, it's just I just think it's a bunch of entitled brats
Yeah.
getting like too hammered and
Yes,
like fucking with
exactly
other
that.
people's property, and it's like
Exactly.
I don't think they understand
Oh,
what
I
being
have a
punk
story.
rock
Don't
is.
tell
Punk
the story.
I'm
rock
not
does
gonna
just
tell the
mean
story.
being aggressive. Punk rock is more than that.
Guys, I'm gonna
Tell the story.
I can't.
Don't use names.
They know.
Who cares if they know?
I'll tell it after.
Okay. All right. Well, before we wrap this up, something that I like to ask everybody that's been on, because it's been about an hour. Thanks for coming by. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. But I ask every person at the end of this to give me a band that we should be listening to.
I want to say the Frick.
I was gonna say the same thing, but I knew you
I
were
want to
gonna
say
say
Frick
it.
Fracks. I want to say Memory Den, and
Just take
I
all
want
mine.
to say Color Coast, because like honestly, these bands, I'm bringing together a good show. Like it's gonna be groovy, and it's gonna be people.
I
who
love Dream
are
Lover,
actually
too.
making- Oh, Dream Lover is also a very good one.
They are the
Those
best.
homies.
Those are, like,
from
our
IE
best friends.
Riverside. Those are
Dream, love it in the house.
Yeah, that shit gets stuck in your head. What is it?
It's so fun because like every time,
Human being.
no, like there's a Dream Lover song where they're like Dream Lover in the house, like for a bunch, and then like sometimes like if
Yeah,
we're
they'd be
set
like,
up, they're like Stoney Girls in the house,
Yeah,
Stoney Girls in the house, and we're
it's
just like
yes, we're here in this house. But we're just trying to build from here. Just stay true. I think also like I'm not trying to sell out or.
Well, I've touched on this a bunch of times, and I think it bears repeating. Like, selling out does not mean you can't make a lot of money. Selling out
like
just
I
when
want to
she
make
sells
money to
out.
be comfortable.
right, but you can be a billionaire and still not sell out. Selling out, no, really, selling out.
Who? One example.
No. Trust me.
Who?
Just listen for a second. Selling out just means doing something that you told yourself you would not do in exchange for money because it goes against your morals. But if your one goal is to be true to yourself but also make money, then you can be a billionaire and be true to yourself. That doesn't mean you're selling
As
out.
much as you make, you're like, you sold out, dude. Like, you're rich. So you sold
That
out
does,
completely,
but
right?
that's
Is
not
that what
what's
we're saying?
that's not what selling
I
out
don't
means.
get it.
Selling out means doing
get it.
something that you said you wouldn't for money. If you are just true to yourself, you can never sell out. Be true to yourself.
Oh yeah.
Be true to your craft and make money along the way.
Yeah,
but if
yeah,
you
yeah.
say, for instance, that like, fuck, we're underground, we're punk rock, I would never ever go on a TV station. Fuck that corporate shit. And then somebody offers you $50,000 to go on a TV show.
Oh no,
Hey,
we're going on TV.
I'm on
we're gonna-
TV. Stoney Girls on TV.
Right, but you get what I'm saying, like,
Oh no, but we'd be a mess on TV.
I know, but that's like if you do something that you said you wouldn't, that is selling out. Making money isn't selling out. I hate that term for underground people or DIY people because I want my friends to make money.
Yeah.
But I feel like being DIY, like you're satisfied on just recycling. You know what I mean? Like
You could, but you could also
like
be
what I love
satisfied
to
with
do
making
is, like,
money.
I love to when I'm at an event. Like my biggest thing is walking around and seeing what else like everybody else is doing.
But you
know what
can
I mean?
do that and make
spending
tons
on
of money.
that, like that's how I spend money. Is like when I make
Yeah.
money, it's like, oh, I made this $5. Like I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna go buy that for my
I
friend.
know. I just don't think there's anything wrong with like accepting the fact that if you do something that you're proud of and you're good at it, eventually people are going to offer you a lot of money for it. And as long as you stay true to the way that you want to be, I don't think you can sell out.
Honestly,
I think people
I
forget what selling out actually means.
I feel like we charge a lot less than we should. for
Oh
this
yeah,
stuff.
no, dude, we charge a lot less than we should for things. but
Because we feel
I just
like
want
we
people to
feel
wear
for
it,
people.
and I don't wear it myself. That's a bad thing to say, but like when someone picks up something that I make and I'm like, oh, $15, and they make a face, I'm like, okay.
Lower, but like sometimes they make a face like so cheap. It's just like
Yeah, I just want
$15 is not a lot of money for
it's
jewelry.
Not. And I
and like
put
she
a lot of
individually wraps
time.
all that shit.
Yeah.
And-
No, I've seen your stuff. It's really pretty. Tess has this really cool snake earring thing that she
I
got.
love that snake. That snake.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that snake.
All right, Joey, what's a band we should be listening to before we sign off?
I don't know. I said Dream Lover.
Oh, yeah, Dream Lover. Sorry. All right.
I can think of another one. Hold on.
Oh.
Hobo Johnson's pretty fucking cool, guys.
Dude, have you guys heard of Hobo Johnson?
He's a lot better
a cool
live.
guy.
Watch his live videos, but like
Okay.
he's so cute and he's such a performer.
So cute. Oh my
Such a
God.
performer.
Oh, wow. I'll have to check
But
it out.
he's really not. Like,
Oh.
I don't know.
Very
Hobo
homely,
Johnson
but
is-
makes good
I'm just
music.
kidding. No, I'm just kidding. His name's Frank.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate
We're up to
it.
the musical.
Oh, dude, the homies, Barate and the musical.
it.
You guys could go on forever, I feel like. So
That's it.
I'm
That's
gonna,
it. I just wanted
That's
to
it.
say that.
Let's pound. We're gonna pound it.
Friends, we love you guys.
We're gonna pound it. Thanks for coming
Memory
on. Signing off. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
All right, that's it for Psychic Wave Podcast number 51 with Stoney Girls. Thanks again, Devin and Joey. I really appreciate you guys coming by. It means a lot to me. If you would like to be on the Psychic Wave Podcast, you can go ahead and send me a message on Instagram at the Psychic Wave, and that's, I was about to say .com, but that's our website, www.thepsychicwave.com. That's where you can buy t-shirts and stuff. But if you want to be on the podcast, my Instagram is at the Psychic Wave. Send me a message. And if you want to follow my personal account, my account is at Andrew Sanishyn. That's spelled SANYSHYN. What's coming up next? We have got artist Kat Bing. That's her Instagram. I've seen her around a few times, met her a few times. She's really great. She's coming by tonight to do a podcast, so that will be up tomorrow morning. All right, guys. Thanks. I hope you have a great day.